What's up everyone, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually at one of my friend's house and I'm going to be doing a one-day landscape makeover for her. So this is kind of a before. We are in her backyard. This is the east side of her house. So basically what we're going to do is create some new beds over here. She just got this concrete laid right here to extend her patio. So we will be pressure washing the center. We'll be creating some new beds around the perimeter of her patio and then also extending them out this way. So this is kind of a before shot for you guys to see what everything is looking like. I'm going to go ahead and set up the camera and get to work. You guys, so we pretty much got the veg shaped out the way that we want them to look. We are running out of daylight, so we're going to go ahead and get 2 of these bushes in the ground. These are my azaleas that I removed from my front garden bed. I'm going to place them into the ground here on the corners, and then we also will be placing some evergreen trees in the holes on each side of the house. So we'll go ahead and get the plants in the ground and then we'll finish up with edging the bed tomorrow.
We've been driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna. Picking up all our friends, fill up the car till it bends because we wanna. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives. The night is young, don't need anybody else. We came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long and sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our zone.
Alright, you guys, so lastly I'm going to work on potting up some of her planters for her patio. These are some planters that she DIY'd. She put some cement in the bottom of the pot, also added a little bit of rock for some drainage, and then we had some old creeping Jenny, which I'm going to pull out. She does have a pole placed in the center here with a hook at the top, which will hold her garden lights, which I think is going to be gorgeous, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into planting. So here's a look at the first plant I'm going to be planting. I'm going to be using this as my spiller. This is Aloha Kona Tiki Soft Pink Calibrachoa. This is an annual by Monrovia, and you guys, look at that color. Is that not gorgeous? I love the magenta deep throats. And then I think it'll be lovely with the mandevilla that I have down there. This is some mandevilla that I have received from Casa Farms that I just had left over. You guys know that I don't really use red in my garden, so I figured I'd gift them to my friend. So I'm going to use that as the centerpiece, and then this will be the spiller, and I probably will save some of the creeping Jenny as well. So let's go ahead and get to planting. Alright, you guys, so we are all done. Here is what the finished look is looking like. You guys, what a transformation. And I love what mulching does for beds. It just makes everything look so fresh and tidy. I'm so pleased with how this has turned out. So what we did basically is we sheet mulched all of her bed, which means that we laid down a bunch of cardboard, topped that off with some topsoil and some mulch. And what that will do over time is just kill any remaining weeds or grass underneath. And she has plenty of room, you guys, to go in and fill in with more shrubs, some perennials and annuals in the bed. We did do just a small, simple planting just to give you guys a visual of what this will look like. Let me give you a view from this side. So here's what it looks like on this side, you guys. Plenty of bare planting space to go in with more shrubs, some low perennials, maybe a few stepping stones to come out into the yard. There's so much opportunity. But it just looks so neat and tidy. I'm loving the way the curves turned out. They're still easy to mow. And let me give you guys just a brief tour of what we planted. So over here we have planted an emerald green Arborvitae. This one does get about 8 to 10 feet tall and maybe about 3 to 4 feet wide. So I did make sure, let me stand around from this angle for you guys so that you can see. Once this grows, it will not hit the siding of her house. It won't touch the gutters. So it's planted far enough away from the house to not cause any type of damage. So this was one of her housewarming gifts from me. And then over here, you guys may recognize this bush. This is actually one of my old azaleas that used to live in my front garden bed. So I dug it up and we have planted it here in her bed, and I think it looks perfect in this nice little curve here. It has just finished blooming for the season. I'll give you guys a close-up on what these blooms look like. So pretty. In the spring, this is just a complete hot pink bush. So love that azalea. Over here we have one of the container arrangements that I planted up for her. So as her centerpiece, we have a red blooming mandevilla, and then we also have 2 annuals, and then I did also pop in some of her creeping Jenny that she had originally in the pot. So this will fill in. You guys probably won't even be able to see this pot in the next couple of months. So this will be gorgeous. And then of course she has already placed a stake here. If you guys can see that, it does have a hook. So what she will be doing is running some lights from the house to these poles here, just some nice outdoor lighting. It's going to be so gorgeous at night, you guys. I'll have to get her to send me some shots so I can show you what it looks like at night. And then down here in the center, I just did a simple planting for her. The 2 shrubs in the back are by proven winners. They're called Tough Stuff Hydrangea. So these 2 hydrangeas are a zone 5, and they only grow about 2 to 3 feet tall and wide. Also, depending on your soil acidity, if you have more alkaline soil, the blooms will come out more pink. If you have more acidic soil, they'll be more on the blue side. So if you're kind of in between, you may get a little purplish color. I'll pop a picture up on the screen so you guys can see what those blooms will look like. Down in front of that, I did a trio of big blue Liriope. So these grow about 18 to 24 inches tall and wide. So I think these will just provide a nice, simple, perennial, grassy texture for the front curve of her bed. Over here we have the other container. It's the same exact planting as the other one. Over here on the corner, this is my other azalea bush that I dug up from my front garden bed and just planted it here on the curve. I think it will look lovely. And then lastly, as I move back towards the back wall, another gift from me. This is another Green Arborvitae. So yeah, you guys, super simple plantings, but it makes such an impact. Like, look at that transformation. It's going to be so gorgeous, and I know she's going to love it. She has not seen it yet, but I know when she sees it, she's going to love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this little 2-day yard transformation. I hope you found it inspirational and also learned something from it. If you liked it, give this video a big thumbs up, like it, share it with your friends, comment down below, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in my next video. Peace.